Alright, we got in this full spectrum color analyzer that's not working. You can hear something's floating around inside of it. So this is held together by an adhesive. We're going to treat it like a cell phone. I'm going to throw it on the hot plate, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is pretty warm right now. Ooh, it's toasty. Because it's metal, it takes a little abuse. And there we go. Now the other thing we need off is we need this front plate off. Which now I should have took it off first, because if I need to reheat this thing, it's pretty toasty. Okay, so we got that and that off. Now, we can see, let's go to the scope for a second. You can see there's an EMI shield floating around in there. So that's what we heard. I know this thing can bounce around and short out in there. The other thing we have is we have another EMI shield inside the lens. It's floating around in there. It's actually scuffed up the inside of the lens. So before we power this up, I want to get those shields out of there. So we've got this internal little ground plane in here attached to this plastic. And this is going to be maybe still retaining some of the glue. We're going to slice that. So we've got this little ground right here. Okay. Okay, so we got this out. Now, let's see if we can get that ground shield out. Now this one, I don't hear that floating around in there. We're going to power this up for a second to see where we're at. And what is this? Brown is positive. So, let's see what happens here. Well, that's not encouraging. That's a bit disappointing, because I wonder if we're going to have a problem with this one. Getting no display. Our reading 16 milliamps on the power supply. But we're getting no display. Okay, let's continue on. Get this thing open. Okay. This section here needs to come out. You got 2 screws down at the bottom. Actually, I bet you... Maybe not. Kind of tricky. Now, normally I would think you could take these off right here and resolder those and cover them again. But we're going to try this without it. Look at this tiny flex right there. Now we've got some solder joints down in here we need to take care of. Okay, I had to get this thing in a vise. Let's get some of this solder off of this board. There's a little board on top that needs to come out. I'm going to tin it with a little leaded solder. Loosen that up. Okay, then we'll go finish it off with a little wick. Okay. Okay. We got a little more touch of wick on there. Can't get a good spot. She's barely hanging on. Okay, side's good. Really wanted to hang on there. Okay, we got this board out. So that gets us down to these two lower screws down in here. We got one here. We got one here. Okay, so now the mechanism is unbolted. And what we've got is an adjustment mechanism down in here. Okay, so you see how that plate fell out there? And that's what's holding that adjustment. It's like a yoke. Okay, taking that yoke out allows this adjustment screw to come out all the way. Okay, I said it was supposed to let it come out, right? Oops, oh, you know what? I need this thing out. That's why we had to take the glass out. Let's try this way. I think there's a couple little snaps on here. Oh, you know what else? It's got this glue. There's still some residual glue on here. There we go. That That guy comes out. Now, we're still stuck on this screw. Not coming out. There you go. Let's get a little O-ring on it, and that's where that yoke holds it in. So now we just have some springs that are keeping that in this button. I don't know if we need this button out or not. And I believe we do. I don't think we can get away with it. It's one of those where you're just going to have to pull it out. It's got little barbs that hold it in. It may or may not have broke them. Okay, so now the only thing holding it in are those adjustment springs. And there went one shooting across the shop. Shot right out of that hole. Now let's try and catch this one. Okay, I got that one. Might have went to the 9th dimension. So I think here it is, right here. Get some thermal paste on it. So, see, I don't hear this one floating around in there. This is where that other EMI shield went over. There's an EMI shield. You can see how it's got all that scuffing on there. We'll have to clean that up. Okay, we're going to wrap this one up for today. Check us out next time. We'll get this back together.